joining me for this Pilates Adventures video. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about sciatica and then show you some stretches that you could do that might help relieve you of sciatic pain. So sciatica is caused by the sciatic nerve, and that sciatic nerve can become compressed, or it could experience rubbing or friction, and then that leads to pain, which can either come from your lower back or your glute or bottom area and run all the way down the back of your leg, all the way down to your foot. And the more compressed that sciatic nerve is, often the further down the leg you tend to feel it. The causes of sciatica are tight piriformis and gluteus muscles. So the tightness in those muscles could be compressing the nerve, which could lead to friction or inflammation. It could also be coming from the spine, so there might be wear and tear in the spine, there could be spinal stenosis or arthritis going on there. You might have slipped a disc in your spine, which is when the disc kind of shifts or bulges out of the side of the structure of the spine, which can press into the sciatic nerve. But you also might have an injury. You might have damaged some tissue in that area, the lower back area or the glute area. And when there's scar tissue, sometimes the tissue, when it heals, it doesn't move properly. So your muscles and your fascia and your nerves, your ligaments should all kind of move really smoothly past one another. And when these tissues are healthy, they're really hydrated and they move with fluidity. But sometimes when we have adhesions or scar tissue there, they kind of stick together and they don't want to move with fluidity, and then that can create that friction on the sciatic nerve, which can be passing through or around those tissues. So again, that's going to aggravate that nerve and create inflammation, create pain. So there are many things that you can do to relieve sciatica. One of them is moving regularly. So don't sit down or lie down in one position for a very long time. Get up and get moving. Stretching. I'm going to show you some stretches today, some yoga and Pilates style stretches really help to shift things that might be trapping that nerve. And losing weight can really help as well. If all of these things, if you try all these things and you're still really suffering, I do recommend going to see your GP or a physiotherapist, and they will definitely be able to help you with this. So here are a few stretches that I really hope will help you with any pain you're experiencing. So we're going to come on down into a lying position on our backs. And I know that when you're suffering from sciatica, it's often on one side, but whatever stretches we do today, we're going to do them on both sides. I know that you might feel like you want to practice this more regularly on the side that you're working on, but for today we're going to do both. So take one knee and just gently squeeze that knee in towards your chest. So I'm fairly flexible, so I can get my thigh in quite close. But don't worry if that feels like a bit too much of a strain for you. You're maybe more here, which is absolutely fine. But just feel like you're using your hands to gently squeeze the knee in. And we're going to breathe deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. And this long, deep breathing will really help to send the right messages to your body to relax and let go. Okay, so you're going to keep hold of your knee now with your opposite hand and reach the other arm out along the floor just to the side. Then you're going to use the hand to just gently pull your knee across your body, just ever so slightly for now, so that your hip peels off the mat a little bit. And then you're going to plant your hip back down onto the floor. So we're going to keep doing this, and we're going to create quite a rhythmical rocking movement with the body. And I'm kind of anchoring down through my opposite arm, my opposite shoulder blade, so the upper body is staying on the floor. So I'm getting that deep stretch on the lower back, on the outer hip, outer thigh area, and we're starting to open up some of the joints that run down the spine. Now with every one of these, I want you to start to see if you can take that knee a little bit further across your body. The shoulder might start to lift a little, which is fine, but only go as far as you feel comfortable going. We're going to go for about 2 more of these. And on your last one, you're going to take that knee all the way over as far as you feel you want to go, and then we're going to hold it there. So again, let's go right back to the breath. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And just try and relax. Relax into the stretch rather than tensing and building more aggravation in your body. Try and let go. Okay, slowly bring that hip all the way back. Stretch the leg to the floor. Let's switch legs. So poke your knee into your chest. So we want to keep the hip bones fairly level here as well. Sometimes this hip bone wants to hitch up to get the knee higher. So we want to keep the pelvis aligned and then squeeze the knee in from there. Relax your arms, your chest, your shoulders, and breathe. And you want to go for some really nice deep belly breath. So imagine your lungs are in your tummy and allow some movement there in your belly and in your lower back. Okay, we're going to keep hold of this knee, again with the opposite hand. Reach that arm out to the side. We're starting small, so let that hip peel off the mat just a little. We're getting that length, that opening, that stretch right down the side of the body there. And then slowly plant that hip back down. Breathing out to take it across. Breathing in to return. Just being really gentle with this. You're trying to coax your body into it. Not forcing, never pushing your body when we're going for rehab. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. We're going to do another 2, just gradually taking that knee all the way over into your full range of movement. Off you go. Okay, you're going to hold it there. And I'm kind of using this hand on my knee to just put a little bit of pressure into it. And that gives me that extra little bit of stretch. Now see if you can breathe into your belly, into your lower back. Long, deep breaths. Brilliant. Okay, slowly return. We're going to extend that leg to the floor. Now if you can, roll yourself up using your abdominals, roll yourself up. If not, just roll onto one side and push yourself up using your hands. Great, okay. We're going to bend the knees and have the heels on the floor, feet flexed. And let's bring the heels quite wide. So if you're on a mat, right on the outer edges of your mat, then you're going to take hold of your toes with your hands. If you can't quite reach, hands on your shins. Now drop your head between your legs, round your spine, and breathe deeply here. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Relax the shoulders, soften into those hips. Focusing on letting go, focusing on relaxing. Let's go for one more deep breath here. And then release those toes. Brilliant. Okay, so From here, we're going to go for some leg cradles. So stretch one leg out in front of you and then pick up the other leg so that you're holding your leg like a baby in your arms. And the idea is to bring this foot up as high as you can and then bring that foot inwards towards your body. So we're all different. The structure of our pelvis is different in everybody. So you might be much more here, or you might be able to get your leg higher and closer into your chest than me, but just do what feels right for you. Straight away, you should feel a bit of a stretch here. So we're going to use the arms to just gently rock the leg from side to side. Very small rocks. Relax the shoulders. I know the leg is really heavy and it's really tempting to be here, but we don't want to cause any more aggravation anywhere else in the body. So let that go. Okay, so keep these little rocks going, and on an out breath, you're going to do a little pitch forward. On an in breath, you're going to do a little tiny lean back. Breathing out to lean forwards. Breathing in to lean back, and we're changing the angle that the femur or the thigh bone is sitting in the hip socket. So it might shift things, it might release things, it might create pain. If it feels more painful, then just slow down, rein it in a little. We want to avoid that. Okay, so from here you're going to step this foot all the way over the top of your bottom leg. Then whichever leg this is here in front of you, you're going to take the opposite arm. You're going to use that arm to hug the knee in towards you. You're going to turn your body and you're going to bring the other hand right back behind you. Push into that back hand. See if you can get some extra length out of your spine, and then see if you can look over your back shoulder. The whole time you're using the other arm to squeeze the knee in. So we're back in our spine twist. Now go back to your breath, in through your nose, out through your mouth, breathing into the belly, the lower back. And sometimes when you struggle with these deep breaths, it's a sign that you've gone too far into your stretch. So just ease off a little and try and let your body relax and enjoy the stretch. Great, okay, slowly return. Stretch that leg out in front of you. You're going to pump your arms like you're sprinting, and then allow your hip bones to move. Allow your lumbar spine, your thoracic spine to rotate. It's like one leg is growing longer than the other, one hip is hitching up, and then you're switching, switching, switching. And this might create a little bit of heat in your body as well. Keep it up, keep it up. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, let's do that on the other side. So, cradle your leg. You decide how high you want to bring that leg. Relax the shoulders, and let's go for those gentle rocks. Just being very nurturing, very gentle with your body. Okay, so on an out breath, let's do our little lean forward. On an in breath, a little lean back. Breathing out and breathing in. Breathing out and breathing in. One more time, breathing out, breathing in. Great, okay, you're going to step that foot all the way over the top of the bottom leg. Use your opposite arm to squeeze that knee in. Let's go for the spine twist. Make sure both sit bones are planted down into the ground here. Lengthen up through the lumbar spine or the lower spine. Breathe into your belly, into your lower back. Relax those shoulders. One more deep breath. And slowly return. Stretch those legs out. Let's get those arms pumping. Let's shift those hips a little. Off you go. Okay, let's go for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to come to a kneeling position next. So if you need an extra bit of cushioning for your knees, grab something now, maybe a mat if you're not using one, or a blanket or a jacket just to pop under your knees. Then step forward with one foot. In fact, I'm going to do this foot first. So from here, take your opposite arm onto your front knee, on the outside of your knee. Now we're going to push against the knee, but I don't want you to let that knee roll in. Keep that knee directly in line with your hip. Push against it. Bring the other hand to your sacrum, so right where your spine meets your lower back, or where your spine meets your pelvis even, and then push against this knee a little to go for that spine twist, and then release. Little twist, and release. Breathe out, breathe in. Again, we're being very gentle with this. Breathe out, breathe in. See if you can do one more. Breathe out, breathe in. Great. Okay, turn your hips and your shoulders to face straight forward in the direction your toes are pointing. Now I've got my left leg in front, so I'm going to take the opposite arm, my right arm up into the air, other hand on the hip, and we're going to do lateral flexion of the spine, or a side bend. So I'm reaching over with the right arm to the left side. Hold it there, and as you take it over, I want you to feel length through your spine rather than sitting and slouching. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Brilliant. Let's swap legs. So bring your other foot forward. We're going to twist so the opposite arm comes across the body, hand on the outer knee, other hand to the sacrum. We're going to do a little press, a little rotation, release. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Don't let that knee waver around. Keep that knee still so you've got something to resist against. Can we do 2 more? Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Great. Okay, whichever leg you've got in front, take that opposite arm up into the air. Tuck this hip bone under a little. Make sure you're not sitting here into the lower back, which is going to maybe create more aggravation. Push that hip bone forward, lengthen the tail down, other hand on the hip, and then take it over into lateral flexion of the spine. I'm still pushing forward through this hip bone. Breathe into your belly, into your lower back, always on these stretches. Hold for a few more moments. Okay, float that arm down. We're going to bring this front knee in. We're going to keep the knees together. We're going to sit the hips down to the heels, reach the arms forward and drop the head, drop the chest to child's pose. Breathe deeply here again into your belly and into your lower back. One more deep breath. And come on up. Great, well done. I really hope those stretches helped ease a little bit of pain. It's worth practicing those regularly. If you do them more regularly, you're going to see more benefits. If you don't, it would be advisable to go and see a health professional, a GP, a physio who will be able to help you further. But yeah, let me know how you get on. Let me know if these stretches have been helpful, and let me know if there are any other things that you would like me to try and help you with. Thank you so much for watching. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.